Everyone was busy looking around and commenting on various things in our lodging, but Sinclair appeared to be the most anxious of them all. I mean, what's new, right? I mean, it's Sinclair. He's always nervous. Sinclair? Something in here stands out. Like, imagine an ideal picture. Did you call? Ideal. Aw, I missed that jokey song. That's not what I was. I'm not. Anyway, am I the only one who feels like something stands out like a sore thumb from this whole picture? Oh, yeah, glad you brought it up. I didn't say anything because I thought it was just me. Rosia? So, what's so off about this place? Isn't it obvious? Where'd all the complimentary snacks go? What's with that weird mystery table at the center of this room? Actually, you know what? That is such a good question. That is a tiny table with a tiny teapot and tiny hors d'oeuvres. That's no snack. That looks like a cat dish. Huh? That is kind of weird, though. What's that table doing there? Its saturated colors are quite the pleasant sight to behold. So, is it any better in... What the hell is that hideous table? The kerfuffle sparked by the particularly unsightly piece of indoor furniture calmed somewhat once everyone made it inside the building. Of course, no one was able to discern the real purpose of that table yet. Every step on the floor leaves black residue on the shoes. Not only the floor, touching the walls leaves an unidentified black substance on one's fingers. Not to mention how the walls ripple in an odd fashion. What could possibly be the construction of this structure? Well, my guess is that the maintenance staff has been slacking. Maybe, but why is everything so neatly organized if that's the case? I've been to enough seedy establishments to tell when a place has gone a while without a tidy up. At least it appears that each room is furnished with a bed. While this is far from optimal, Executive Manager, we may be able to rest here. Huh? I guess I really didn't have the time to clean up. GSC Chun, the last person to walk in after having taken her time to examine the area outside the lobby, stared blankly around the room with an aghast expression. I'm not even sure what to say to this ridiculous negligence. Then found her room after leaving a scathing remark. That ain't the first time we're sauntering right into some shady business in it. Let's just cross that bridge when we come to it, yeah? I guess. Anyone could tell that there was something definitely wrong about that guy. Some sinners, including Heathcliff, had already slumped to the floor. What the hell? Vociferously expressing their desire to rest with a collective sigh of exhaustion. Well, it is pretty weird, but at least we have a roof over our heads. In that case, Dante, perhaps this may be a good time to announce today's close of business. Huh? I've never made this announcement outside the bus before. Oh, right. I hereby confirm today's close of business for the sinners. Understood. Thank you kindly. Starting now, you all will be given a maximum of 12 hours to partake in sleep and rest. The duration is subject to change. Have a good night. As soon as she finished, the sinners each began to relax in their own ways, some stumbling into their rooms, while others lingered to speculate over the bizarre table at the center of the room. Save for Otis, that is. Got something to say, Otis? Yes, Executive Manager. It's about our guide, Ching Tao. Oh, your new best friend from earlier? Seemed like you guys were getting along pretty well. What? That is simply untrue. Did you not see the signal I gave you earlier? What signal? Oh, you mean when you nodded slightly in my direction? Indeed, that individual has an informational advantage over us when it comes to this locale. Regardless of how sound the accusations we came up with were, he would have been able to explain them away using his familiarity with the region. I thought, as the party with an informational disadvantage, it would be wise to feign camaraderie and friendship with that individual and go along with their plans while trying to dig out as much intel as possible. Oh, okay, Otis, look at you. And here I thought you were legitimately in love with him. I seriously thought that suspicious guy totally won you over. Executive manager, I've been in this business for many years. How could you even imagine that I would be fooled by an amateur spy who's so overtly It's nothing. Otis's disappointment was palpable, but she stopped herself as though she remembered that there were more important matters at hand. While it is uncertain as to how long that individual will be accompanying us, it would be reasonable to speculate that he approached the LCCB with the explicit purpose of eliminating Hong Lu, Jia Bao Yu. I present the fact that it was Pilot, that inexperienced greenhorn who somehow conveniently came across this connection as another evidence supporting this suspicion. That's also true. Faust also has information to share. Faust joined the conversation after listening to us discuss for some time. A review of every known taboo has failed to identify one he called residential non-aggression taboo that universally prohibits acts of violence within residential areas. Then that also has to be, it is too early to come to conclusions regarding that matter. It appears that this area, Hong Yuan, has taboos that change depending on your location within its territory. However, considering every other circumstantial evidence, we can come to a conclusion that he was most likely lying to us. Your assessment cannot be denied. In that case, we must already be deep within the enemy's machinations. The constant stream of random assailants we faced earlier was most likely also part of their plan. It may very well be that this building itself is also a trap, yet we lack the intelligence about this particular backstreets to be certain. However, we do have one minor advantage. It seems that they have severely underestimated our capabilities, given the low caliber of the assailants they decided to send after us. One thing we can capitalize on is that mutual lack of intel. Keep our guard up, remain alert, and we should be able to navigate our way out of this trap, Executive Manager. Okay, I get it now. I'm sorry about the misunderstanding. Honestly, I didn't know who or what to trust. Then I would appreciate it if you could trust me fully next time. Otis bowed politely and returned to her room. Faust and I chatted a little more about Qingtao and his plans, but our discussion ended without bearing much fruit. Oh boy, the suspicion is in the air. I mean, come on. He's a suspicious fella, right? He really is, but welcome, Tadpales, to today's video. We are back playing some Limbus Company, continuing the Intervallo, the sweeping. And let's see how far we can get today. I want to make some good progress. I'm going to guess maybe 2 more videos of this Intervallo, and then we are on to Canto 8. I realized that Hong Lu was missing as I was spending time chatting with the sinners. I didn't notice him going into his room. So I walked to the exit, about to look for Hong Lu outside, and ran into Jia Si-chun and Wei, who decided to stay in the room close to the door. It's getting late. Where are you going alone without a guard? Oh, just looking for Hong Lu. Right. I can't understand what you're saying. Oh, right. When it comes to conversing without the sinners, I find that there are 2 types of people. The first type usually says whatever's on their mind without pausing for or caring to hear my reply. Ugh, God, put an axe over him. Terrible. Given that this type of person isn't actually looking to communicate with me, That simplifies things a little on my end. However, it's also oddly insulting as it seems as though they don't recognize me as a human, but rather a wall, or a clock on a wall. And the other type is the one that reads me so well that they might as well be able to hear what I'm saying. Virgilius falls into that latter category. He recognizes the pitch of my tics and talks, reads my body language, or sometimes even claims to see my expressions, like how Don Quixote does. And GSC Chun, who saw through me with that short exchange. Okay, let's see. Just looking to get some early morning air, or, does your prosthetic head even have a respiratory function? Wouldn't have guessed from the way it looks. Did not belong in either category. No, not really. I'm just looking for Hong Lu because I haven't seen him in a while. You're shaking your head, so no. Then you are looking for something to eat? She's a new one. The type that tries to figure out what I'm saying without asking for help. My lady, would it not be wise to wake or find someone who may be able to translate? They would have done that themselves if it were something important. I'm kind of curious though. What was that hand gesture you made when I first asked? You brought your index fingers up to your cheeks. Well, Hong Lu's always smiling. So I thought maybe I could simulate his smile to convey that I'm looking for him? Perhaps it was an effort to express cuteness or beauty. What? No, I was just trying to express a smiling face. Oh no, this isn't going to be easy, is it? Huh. They're TikToking a lot more vigorously. Hey, I think you're onto something. This conversation was starting to veer into a completely unintended territory. Oh no. GSC Chun thinks we have a crush on her? After a bit of trial and error. I see, you were looking for my big brother, huh? Okay, we did it. We got there. We took some very roundabout ways, but I was eventually able to get her to understand what I was trying to say. Well, if he's who you're looking for, that's easy. You should be able to find him by the lounge back there. I doubt he got very far from there, if he even left. So that's what you were trying so hard to communicate. GSC Chun was strangely enough disappointed and dispirited by my reply. I did have something to tell you too, but never mind. I feel like the mood's been ruined. Let's talk about this another time. I was curious, but it would also take ages for me to ask how she's feeling, so I nodded to express my gratitude before heading to the back entrance, and found Hong Lu gazing at the hazy scene out the opaque window. What are you doing here? People watching. There were some people stumbling through the streets outside. As I stared outside the window at the scene, Hong Lu seemed to sense what I was thinking and began. Are you worried for me, Dante? Well, yeah, it's your turn, Hong Lu. It really is. I'm back at H-Corp, and everyone's talking about the family hierarch selection. But you don't have to worry about me at all, because I did not wish for anything from Limbus Company. Really? He didn't make a wish? He has no wants? I'm not like Yi-sung. I'm not hiding my true feelings. No one gave me a wonderful promise like they would help me recover from my torn and broken wings. I joined only to have some new experience. That's all. He has said that before. I believe it was in Kanto too. But we do know that something definitely is going to happen. Whatever it might be. Something that will shake you to your very core. Even if you didn't wish for anything, going through something like that could. Probably yes, but it's okay. I'm used to being led by the will of others anyway. No matter what happens here, I can't do this like everyone else. Because that's how it's always been. Whatever happens to me, or to those around me, I only... A loud, boisterous bellow suddenly cut Hong Lu off, even before he could finish his sentence. Oi, let go of me! Just listen to that sod talking and tell me I'm not supposed to get mad at that! Dang it, lower your voice! What are you guys doing back there? They were listening in. Gregor and Heathcliff, who were most likely hiding behind the entrance door, tumbled into view. I knew I shouldn't have come here with this guy. Couldn't you be patient for even a few minutes before bursting out of here? How long have you two been listening? From the very start, of course. I thought he was finally making some sense at first, but what's that? That yours used to following others' wills? I didn't mean to irk you, Heathcliff. I'm only telling the truth. Bloody hell, I'm about to burst a vessel. Oi, buggy bloke. Am I supposed to practice patience after listening to that drivel? I think I'm practicing plenty of patience despite you calling me buggy bloke out of nowhere. So, yeah, you are. That's not what I... Finally, some silence. Anyways, sorry about listening in, fellas. I'll let you in on some big secret if you let this one slide, though. What's the secret? Gregor rubbed his arm awkwardly as I stared at him in silence, then pointed at a pillar in an exaggerated motion. Guess who's hiding behind that pillar, manager bud? With that, two familiar figures stumbled out into view from behind the pillar. Sinclair and Ryoshu. How could you betray us like that, Gregor? BWAHA. Bad, weak, and highly annoying. Good night, snooze fest, she says. I could actually, you know how funny it would be if these two actually became a couple? Like Sinclair's always her translator. Huh? Did I get that wrong? I never said GNS. When did you get AFU? Ryoshu looked at Sinclair with some interest before slicing open the ceiling above the entrance. And with an uncharacteristically wet noise for something cutting through a wall, a black ink-like substance dripped onto the floor, followed by Rosia and Otis crashing down after it. GTFO. Didn't realize I had garnered such an audience for my story. Executive manager, the sole reason I followed you out here was for the purpose of protection, as I was concerned for your safety. I am not like the others who followed you merely to sate their curiosities. Me? I was just bored. Then, shall we continue the conversation, Dante? Everyone, back to your rooms now. Oh man, I love these sinners. They are so freaking funny. It's like they have such serious moments, but they are absolutely hilarious. After that little kerfuffle, just as everyone was scattering to their rooms, Otis suddenly began to vehemently oppose leaving me all on my own. Are you absolutely certain, executive manager? Seriously, don't worry about it. I usually took the night watch on the bus anyway. That is true, however, we are currently in an uncharted territory for our team. We do not have much experience sleeping at a place where our safety isn't an absolute guarantee. Hey, we're literally right next door to them. It'll take less than 5 seconds for us to come over when something happens. When something happens. Do you not know that every second matters in emergencies? Now, Badushka de Camp, let's get you out of here. An oddly familiar sequence of events and words played out, and they eventually left my room, gently closing the door behind them. Finally, some peace and quiet. I sit on the corner of the bed, surrounded by silence, and allow my shoulders to slump for once. I don't need to sleep like the sinners do, but the fatigue doesn't go away on its own. I needed some time to relax and empty my thoughts every once in a while. While I've gotten somewhat used to the pain, it still hurts like hell when I rewind the sinner's time. And the longer this journey got, the more frequent and severe the sinner's injuries became. They did get stronger, that's for sure, but so did our enemies, which means that my clock is always turning and turning without a moment to rest. So, I think of the star. Before the great gates which I face with every revival, I witness its intricate engravings and feel its silent vibrations. Even after a whole year, I am still no closer to understanding what they were supposed to represent. But by emptying my thoughts and just taking in the sights, I find myself calming down. Also, the wind is quite cool and crisp tonight. Wait, that's weird. Wind? What's this sudden chill? Something opened the window, but there's no way this gentle breeze could have unlatched and left my window wide open like that. And if it did, it would have made a pretty loud noise. Besides, this chill isn't coming from in front of me. I slowly turn around to look at where the window was supposed to be. Oh no! Only to see a melted wall and an intruder sinking through this newfound opening. Who are you? As though driven by some unknown survival instinct, I rolled off the bed. But there was already a blade right at where my neck and head met. Its steel a shearing cold. Just a little nudge, and I'd be dead even before I could even make a tick. I remembered how worried Otis was to leave me alone. I thought she was just being paranoid. I should have trusted her judgment. Just as I was getting ready for my final struggle, my final moments filled with regrets about not listening to Otis's advice. Ryoshu, let's go! This is the ID that Gregor and Rojian is, right? They just had their banners? What a pathetically thin blade. Too delicate to have the clock CIH, don't you think? Ryoshu leapt down from the ceiling and deflected the assailant's dagger away from me. Ryoshu! Snuck in thinking I was about to see something interesting, but you were just some beast with steel. I looked up to see the ceiling torn open, dripping with viscous paint-like fluid, just as I saw earlier during my conversation with Hong Lu. Executive manager, are you unharmed? And Otis peeking out from the gap. I, Otis, was the one who instructed Ryoshu that the ceiling had a room to hide in. Remember that? Shut up and help me. Oh, I thought this one was just some beast with steel. I could have cut this beast in half, sword and all, had I not been on the bus. All of your abilities were diminished the moment you were hired by this company, equally defanged and depowered, if you will. I suddenly recalled Hohenheim's commentary back at the LCE. I had a vague notion of what he meant, but now I was really feeling it. And FW, what is happening? Just as Ryoshu was struggling to stop that one blade, the intruder pulled out another dagger with their other arm and slashed at Ryoshu's neck. A beast of a Haishu pack. The intruder would have cut her throat had Wei not burst through my door. Who wields you now? Oh, they're controlled? I don't suppose dialogue is an option. Light enters not the vast garden, yet falls a star into its fathoms still. No. The intruder reached into his clothes, muttering an odd invocation. Little shit. A talisman. Wei, get it there. Or get it together. My lady. Just as the intruder's muttering began to grow intense, Jia Sichun leaped into my room and struck the stranger with her fan. Are you going to let that bastard finish that stupid spell? They almost activated the Q-Corp talisman. Apologies, my lady. It seems that I still remain somewhat bound by that spell. Listen, you're no longer a Haishu. You serve me now, got that? You don't have to let those things control you anymore. Oh, he was with the Haishu pack? Yes, my lady. My apologies. I fell limply to the bed with the sudden alleviation of stress and pressure. Hey, are you? I can't understand them anyway. I managed to stop the assassin before he laid a hand on them, fortunately. Got it. I don't think there was anyone else in here. Let's switch the lights on. Click. When the lights came on, we saw this one. This one's from a Mao branch, isn't it? I mean, this music is so damn good in this Intervallo. Oh my gosh. There was a black bamboo hat wearing assassin on the ground. The walls. The walls that appeared solid before we all went to sleep were now melting away as if they were a viscous fluid. There is something wrong with this building. I knew that they must have done something to the building, but how is a high shoe here? This whole operation's gotta be spearheaded by someone with real power. This isn't just an ambush from an overexcited family hierarch contestant. What I don't understand is why the Mao branch? There are better high shoe branches to use if all they wanted was to cut off the clock's head. And they must have had a different purpose, huh? Correct. This one is from the Mao branch of the high shoe packs, which means more of them must have infiltrated this building. Though not at the scale of the Z branch, the Mao branch always moves in groups. Therefore, their goal must be to kill every guest staying in this Kazan, including you, my lady. Then, we've got to get moving. We can't let them surround us if we want even a chance of surviving this. Dante! Sinners burst into my room, slamming the door open again. Thou art. Thank me later. If we don't move our asses, we're good as dead. Way. Yes. We don't have the time to contact the main forces of our faction at the family mansion. You know what to do when we're at a numerical disadvantage, right? It will be done, my lady. GSC Chun and Wei immediately stormed out of the room as soon as they saw the sinners enter, as though they've been waiting in here for my protection. Don Quixote and Gregor stood red-faced and on edge. Mersault was covered in battle wounds, and Otis wore an inscrutable expression. I stand before you in shame to have to borrow the hands of another to protect the executive manager. No, I should have listened to what you said. Extrapolating from the pattern by which the walls have disintegrated, it is likely that they utilized the identical means of infiltration for each sinner. Oh, right. Were you attacked by bamboo-hatted assailants too? Their ranks numbered many, Manager Esquire. Yet, for how many of them there were, they were unsettlingly silent. Verily, we were almost... not almost. I saw on the way here that some of us did get killed, impaled straight through the guts. So what he said about how fighting indoors was taboo? Yes, a lie. How utterly cowardly and unjust of these vile cur to strike from the shadows. Alas, now is not the moment to ruminate upon their villainy. Correct. Besides, there's more of them waiting to sink their blades into us. I am really liking this Intervallo. It is so much fun, man. GSC Chun, I am so curious about what she wanted to talk to Dante about. Maybe, I mean, is there a chance that she would be interested in joining the Limbus company? I don't know if this has ever been discussed. Can, like, other people join the Limbus company? I know in the past, you know, we have made comments about different characters joining the Limbus company, but I don't know if that's actually possible. That would be interesting, you know, if GSC Chun was like, hey, I would like to join the Limbus company. Could that happen? I mean, when you think about it, when we get to the final Sinners Canto, what is going to happen? How are they going to continue this story? Right? I mean, we're going to get to the end game, and I would suspect that once we get all of the golden bows, that's gonna kind of be it for the Limbus company. That is their overall goal. Unless there's a twist, and there could be more, but I mean, then there's a potential of kind of running a story like too long and dragging out the story. But they are such phenomenal writers that It's difficult. It's difficult, man. I don't know. I just don't know where this is going. Once the Limbus company gets all of the golden bows, our job is finished. We would have gone through all of the cantos. There would be no other cantos left. Very interesting. I mean, has anything ever been said about potentially like a Limbus company 2, or I don't know. I don't know. That is interesting to think about, though. What are they going to do? Like, what comes after the main goal of Limbus company reaching its end? We do have quite a few more sinners to go through. And in the live stream, you know, we did see that they do have plans for other games, but I don't know. It's interesting. I love kind of just spitballing ideas and letting my mind go and wander and think, and then we could have a discussion in the comments. I think we're safe for now. Something tells me that they're not fighting us at full force. At least we routed them. So hopefully that means something. Ah, where'd Don Quixote go? Hark, for I am here. Don Quixote rushed into my room from the hallway outside. I had gone to Espy. Is it I Spy? Espy? If the other sinners had suffered as we have, verily, they were indeed targeted as well. Most defended themselves well against the curs, and shall be here post-haste. Yet, not everyone survived, huh? Young Sinclair Andy's song. While it appeareth that they had risen and battled, they were caught unawares by our foes. 'Tis likely that their demise came soon after tripping over each other's foot. I mean, those two were at the back of the pack, right? They are low on that power tier list, so how embarrassing. And young Heathcliff, isn't that fella our resident mob fight expert? How did they even get him? They didn't get me, mate. I'm good as new. Heathcliff? Huh? What's got you so gobsmacked, lass? I recall a blade piercing young Heathcliff in the back of his head. Didst thou turn the clock for him already, Manager Esquire? No, not yet anyway. Blimey, so that's what this funny itches on the back of my head. Heathcliff reached up to rub the back of his head, then crumpled to the floor mid-sentence. Heathcliff's not breathing anymore. He's dead. How'd he even manage to walk all the way over here with a hole in his head? Oh, good God. Oh, no. Yeah, Heathcliff. Oh, these two intervallos are so funny. Oh my God. The other sinners are starting to gather, Manager. As pathetic as this force may be, we cannot spare any hands at the moment, Executive Manager. We must also join the others as soon as possible and assist them. There are sounds of altercations coming from the lobby. Gotcha. The clock turns as it always does. Sometime later. Whoa, please hold on a moment. Look at this place. Oh my gosh. I can still see some people inside the lobby, which was also in the bizarre process of melting away. Among them, I noticed GSC Chun clashing against a figure wearing a bamboo hat. This one has eyes, though. Going on the offensive already, huh? How come a big shot in control of a high shoe pack decided to come after small fries like us? And behind the black bamboo hat wearing assassin stood. I see that you have tracked me down, so certain of your own safety, but my master has already prepared countermeasures. There stood Ching Tao, our supposed collaborator who led us here, and Wei, who was threatening him with a sword. So you were behind this. Ah, it's you. I sussed out that you'd be planning something like this, but you lacked the patience to pull it off. You're quite observant. I thought I had completely won you over. You must know that at H Corp, There is but one path to survival and riches. Choose a family hierarch candidate and serve them with utter loyalty. But who in their right mind would serve young Master Bao Yu? He has grown up with no hardship. He who doesn't possess even a single speck of ambition. You shut your bloody mouth, yeah? And you, rich boy. Oi, are you just gonna sit there and let that bloke talk shit to your face? But he's right that I don't have any ambitions. Have you got no self-respect? But you have anyway. Okay, everyone, shut up for a second. He's obviously taunting you. Stop indulging him. Wei, speak. I know that you have no means to wield a Haishu pack. So speak, which master did you choose to serve? Who controls them? Ah, so they are curious. Stay your sword, Zilu. Another unfamiliar voice from the shadows. Young master, are you certain this is wise? Worry not. They're destined to be swept away by the morning dew anyway. The trajectory of their fate shall not alter course were they to witness me. The voice soon reveals himself from the shadows, walking into the light with a casual, assured gait. I mean, this guy's like 4 feet tall. How are we intimidated? Huh? Seriously? You? I see. Did you ride on a big wheel, buddy? Allow me to grace you ignoramuses with my exalted name. I am Yi Hua of the Shi family. You may know me as a very prominent candidate to the throne of the family hierarch. Oh, come on. This kid? Are you kidding? He's so tiny. There's no way we're gonna be able to fight him. I'd feel bad. Prominent? But of course, I claimed control of a branch of the Haishu packs. While you were wasting your time out there searching for the river of immortality or whatever. I don't even know where I'd even start to refute your brain-dead accusations. This is way beneath me. I don't even want to address you as my senior either. So who is it? Big Brother Huan? Nah, I can imagine he'd ever be interested in someone like you. What are you talking about? I'm asking whose teat have you been suckling on to gain the control of the Mao branch? Because we both know for sure that there's no way in hell you have the means to control them, right? You little twerp! Are you sure you want to insult my height from where you're standing? Yes! GSC Tune gets it! Oh my god, I love her so much. Let's go. Oh, Master Yihua. He's cranky. Go warm him a bottle, put him back in his crib. It doesn't seem like the mastermind of this operation was actually anyone important. Agreed. I can tell by just the look of that traitor with the what the hell? What is that word? Physiognomy of a deceiver. I don't know what the hell that word is. This is a waste of time. Hey, Zilu, cut them all down. This mission was to assassinate them, to meet them in an open battle, to take the lives of hierarch candidates was not what was agreed upon. What the blah, blah, blah. Just shut up and do as you're told. I may fight to protect your life, yet I cannot do more. A Haishu heeds no voices but that of the one who holds their leash. Looks like that Shi Yihua doesn't even control these guys. There is an apt saying, oft invoked in the East, a fox may pretend to the throne, but only with the blessings of a tiger. Shut up over there! Damn it! This Haishu pack is useless! Can't even get a simple job done. Master Yihua, the Haishu pack was here merely as a backup plan. Our true strategy involves... True. This is fine. I have other plans to sweep you all away. This is the second time this individual has made an odd emphasis on a variation of the word sweep. What are you saying? That you bribed some sweepers or something? While their reactions may appear suspicious, that suggestion is almost an absolute impossibility. The head is at the top of the sweeper's chain of command. In other words, only the head possesses the authority to command them. Right, yeah, of course. Moreover, they are prohibited from touching, let alone entering, any designated residential areas during the night of the back streets. But here's my thought, right? This building is clearly melting around us. Is this an actual, like, designated residential area? Or, if it is, once it is fully melted, we're gonna be out in the open, right? And then the sweepers can come and get us anyway? This is a permanent, immutable taboo of the head, one of the very first to be introduced. The effort of going through a myriad of paperwork to ensure that Mephistopheles is recognized as a residential vehicle was ultimately to capitalize on this taboo. Yes, it is exactly as you say. What a stupid question to ask, making me anxious out of nowhere. That soured the mood. Come, let us leave. I'd only intended to have them see my face after all. Too bad I won't even remember them in a few days once they all get swept away. Master Yihua? We best leave before any more unnecessary words are said. Faust is right. These guys are acting way too suspicious to not have some scheme brewing back there. So overtly suspicious that I'm starting to wonder if they're trying to use reverse psychology on us into walking right into their trap. Well, when surrounded by nothing but uncertainties, there's a solution that usually works. Faust! Faust had intended to make the suggestion first, but it appears that you share the idea. Yep. So, Otis. Yes, Executive Manager. We have 12 sinners, GSC Chun and Wei on our side. And I don't think the so-called Mao branch are willing to fight. Which means that we only have 3 enemies. Shi Yihua, our guide, and Zilu, the assassin. We have the numerical advantage, don't we? You always make the most accurate read of the battlefield. What's going on over there? What's that tick-tocking noise? Our former guide seemed to have figured out what our conversation was about, because he took a few slow, careful steps away from Shi Yihua, before bolting off into the distance. I've been thinking this all day, but he sure is a fast runner. Oh! What? What is it, Honglu? Did you remember something? I did. I had a hard time recalling this because he isn't from my family. But I remember now. Your big brother, Yihua, of the Shi family, right? Didn't that guy just announce that himself earlier? Anyways, Honglu, I'm gonna get that guy and beat the motives out of him. Is that gonna be okay with you? He's not from my family, but I'm sure big brother Yihua will be happy to answer your questions. Great. Another thing. As your commander, I should probably say something cool to start off the battle, right? Wow, that's going to be so cool. Like something straight out of a story. Otis said something like this once. That even if one side has the absolute advantage in battle, the commander's words may be the deciding factor in who wins and who loses. Oh no. Am I nervous for what Dante is about to say? Absolutely. So I decided to borrow a few words from a book Honglu once lent me. It was a general who said it, I believe. Destroy them all! Okay, yeah, I mean, that's good. I mean, that's a very strong, simple, right to the point. Good work, Dante. Oh my god, it's only 1. If target has 5+ rupture, clash, power +1. Okay, what is Strider Mao? Max 3 stacks, gain 5 haste next turn. Damn. All right. None of us have rupture yet. I don't like that blue. Prioritizes targets with Deathrite haste. When getting rupture triggered by getting hit by an attack skill from a target with 10 plus speed, lose 1 stack and gain 1 rupture count. At 0 stack, take gluttony damage equal to rupture potency on self. Then this effect expires. On use after attack at 10 plus speed, and if the target is defeated, reuse this skill against a random enemy once per turn. Ooh. On hit. Okay, so we definitely want to block that. We absolutely want to block that. That's neutral, though. Favored? I mean, do we have... I mean, we don't have any. This is right in the beginning. 6-6. Neutral. All right. We're going to have to go favored. We're going to have to block that on use. On hit. All right. On hit, inflict. We have to block that one as well. That's only neutral, man. Okay, that's favorite at least. Neutral. Why is that one neutral and the other one is favored? 16-14? That's 16-14 as well. Okay. So we got those two blocked. 5s across the board. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Unopposed, favored. And favored, we are going to get a hit. This is unopposed. Okay. All right, here we go, baby. We're gonna take down Zilu. We definitely need to win those clashes. I do not want no marker on me. No, thank you. And it looks like our Sinners are doing great. Good work out there, Sinners. I could tell you dealt a hard blow. Oh, damn. Oh, no, rupture. 11. No. Come on, Ishmael. Rugia. Oh, we are so close to... Oh, good. We are close to a stagger. Otis, you're up, baby. Let's go. Oh, close. Let's go all damage. Actually, hold on. Wait, hold on. Hold that. 8. I don't think so. No, I don't think so, baby. I don't think so. Favored. Dominating. Thank you very much. Have a great day. Favored. You know what I want to do? Let's offset that. And bada bang, bada boom. I'm feeling good right now, baby. I'm feeling good right now. We're gonna get this stagger, which is gonna be a beautiful thing. Go all in on damage. See how much damage we can do. But I'm feeling good. Unless something terrible happens, which is always a possibility in Limbus Company. You can feel confident, and then all of a sudden, the shit hits the fan, and everything just goes wrong. All right, this is great. Big damage. Let's get close to the next stagger threshold. I mean, the music in this Intervallo, need I say it again, is some of the best music in this game. Oh my gosh. Oh, we are so close to that stagger threshold. I love it. Ugh. A strange tune crashes through the sound of this sphere. Oh no. Hold on. I know this song. Is this... There's no way this is Ricardo. Is this electronic dance music? Something about it sounds familiar. I think this was Ricardo's fight music. No! 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 Hell no! I am not fighting Ricardo again. Are you kidding? No! No way, dude. No way! You gotta be kidding! I don't want to. Nope, I'm good. We're good. Let's leave. I'm done here. Thanks to the merry chase you've led me on, I have slid ever so slightly further into the world of Bristly. Let's see, Title 2, Section 11. Row C. The punishment for those who dare to flee from the middle's retribution begins by tearing their legs apart from the groin. I will make sure you suffer for all of my time you wasted. No, what the fuck is that plater doing here? What the hell's wrong with you? You've been stalking us all along. Since one is chasing after a thief conflated with stalking? I'll have you know that I'm still banished from the world of the luscious thanks to you who dared to pinch my hair coupons. What the hell? Where'd they come from? You guys are just pissing people off left and right, aren't you? Zilu, take him out. No, take out. No. Take out Ricardo, please. Zilu, please. For the love of God, join our team. What an utterly insular fool. What did you say? Do you not know that man? What's the middle doing here? Ricardo, a big brother of the middle. The man who slaughtered the sinners like they were nothing. The man who almost forced me to self-destruct. Faust, don't tell me I have to get ready for that again. No, not yet. According to the evaluation data at the LCE, the sinner's powers had grown since their time at the Great Lake. Our chance of victory against this individual has risen to a meaningful degree to forfeit the battle before it even begins. By how much? Enough to put our faith in the uncertainties. Alrighty then, enough of the background noise. I don't know what your business is with these thieves, but I've personally traveled all the way to the eastern part of the city because I simply must exact my vengeance against him with my two hands. I could have simply informed my brothers in the east and let them handle this, but that just wouldn't do. I was determined to see this through to the end myself, even if it meant asking a great brother of the east for a favor. So you there, Half Pint and his cute mini entourage, get the hell out of my sight. The Middle's Book of Vengeance comes first. Half Pint? Ha! Keep babbling, that fat lip of yours, minion of the fingers. You don't scare me at all with your cheap hairdo and that garish as hell botched dye job. You're in the H-Corp turf now. I am... dead? Wow, just wow. Bloody hell, mate, that's messed up. He's far too absorbed in his own foolishness to see he's walking into his own demise. Unexpectedly, Ricardo's face wasn't contorted with wrath, even after enduring that barrage of insults. Instead, he looked surprised. A moment of silence followed, during which he seemed to be absorbed in thought. Phew, impressive. You just set a new record. You are the current record holder for how fast can I get written up in Ricardo's Book of Vengeance challenge, boy. You did it in 15 seconds. Then, with trembling hands, he reached down to grab his Book of Vengeance, opened it, and began to write something down on the paper, slowly and deliberately, as though to make each stroke of pen count. Unfortunately, your audacity is terminal. I will rip your jaws apart myself as punishment. Boys, make sure that this little band of thieves won't get away while I deal with this pipsqueak. What the hell is this asshole talking about? Hey, Zilu! Huh. Who the Actually, I don't care. Stop me if you can. Effective immediately, the punishment for all involved parties and bystanders at the site of your crimes shall be complete and total extermination. I think we can slip away unnoticed in this mess. I don't think we've got much of a chance there. Ricardo practically rocketed toward where Zilu and Shi Yihua were standing in a burst of speed. But his henchmen had already begun to slowly surround us as he ordered. Ready your weapons, everyone. Payback time for what happened at the Great Lake. Let's do this. Besides, I've got a score to settle with that son of a bitch. Oh no, man. No, I don't want to do this. I don't want to do this. Oh my gosh. This would be like fighting Spice Bush all over again. Utter hell. Listen to the music though. No. I want my mommy. Okay, let's go. You're right, Faust. We have leveled up. Even if it was a little bit. I have faith in us. Question mark? Maybe? I hope. Let's see how this goes. Maybe Zilu will actually help us. But I think they're gonna escape. Yeah. Okay, attack up. Come on, we gotta take these guys out. I don't want to deal with the boost coin. There we go, staggered, beautiful. 99, you're dead. Okay, good. One staggered, one is not. That is actually a lot. Okay, yeah. Let's go here. That is one. No, unopposed. Favored. I kind of want it. I kind of want them dominating though. Dominating, and you know what? Actually, you know what I want to do? Let's offset. All right, here we go. Dead. Hey, you calm down. Oh man, I am so nervous to fight Ricardo. I really don't want to do this. All damage. Actually, I guess it doesn't matter. We can win rate. Come on, sitters. I did not expect this twist. Oh my word. Okay, done. There we go. There was an explosive noise from a distance, and moments later, Ricardo landed before us with a boom. I heard that the High Shu of the East were a tough bunch, but that lady was something else. So why'd a woman like that suddenly split from a fight? Not my problem, I guess. She's getting written down in the book, too. Time to take care of what I really came here for. Get ready for a beatdown, coupon thieves. Here we go, Ricardo. Oh, dang it. He even brought a little brother. Werner. More like Wiener.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
We need damage. I probably should have just blocked. Don't die on us. Don't die, we're gonna get a stagger. Come on, guys, do some damage here. We gotta get to the stagger threshold. Oh my god, I don't even know if we hit it. Who the hell just, Don Quixote just died. Staggered. No. Oh my word. Oh, that is, I mean, that is. I mean, we do have, what is this gonna be? That is still hopeless? Are you kidding? Neutral, 3628. Neutral, 1615. But the thing is, you know, we do have to worry about the stupid attack power down. What is this gonna be? Dominating, all right. All right. On hit, target loses. And then what I'm gonna do this. Dominating all unopposed. We have to get to the stag threshold. There we are. We hit it. We hit it. Jeez, I'm sweating. I did not expect to freaking see Ricardo again, man. This would be like seeing Spice Bush. Terrible. I'm sick of Spice Bushes. I'm sick of Big Brothers. This isn't my forte. This isn't what I signed up for. 85 damage. Oh, we gotta worry about these annoying little pricks too. All right, I love the fact that he is staggered. Everybody, please. No. Well, that really sucks. That really sucks. That really sucks. I wish we had more sinners not staggered. And these guys are getting offensive level up. It's like, how much should I worry about them? Okay, all right. Hold on. We gotta do a little bit of this. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be an ego heavy moment. Yeah, struggling. That's what I thought. You dirty little rat. Dominating. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna do absolutely anything, honestly. Hopeless. Combat start. Heal all allies. Turn end. Turn end. Okay, yeah, these don't matter. So I guess what we could do actually. So we're gonna work backwards. Then and just focus on one. Okay, so dominating, but we are going to be doing some damage. The only issue is I don't like his little minions. I feel like we're not doing as much damage. And at the same time, if we went after his minions and defeated them, he would get a little buff, and I don't want that. We did get a little heal up there. I like it. I definitely would like to be doing a little bit more damage. Jeez. We're close to another stagger threshold. We're getting there. We are getting there. Jeez. Yep. All right. Okay, I think we have to go all in on Ricardo, right? I think we just gotta go all in. This is all hopeless across the board. Yeah. Hold on. Where are we? This one? Okay. Hopeless. 29. But the thing is, do we want Hong Lu to... Who do we have? 15. I mean, that is still gonna be hopeless. That is still hopeless. Sinclair? 14-7. Hey, oh, that's favored. Okay, Sinclair. All right, let's do some damage. Stagger, baby. Stagger. 818. I think we're running out of people, though. I think we're running out of people to use. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Victory! Let's go! Yes, baby! That's what I'm talking about. Woo! First try. All right, that was a very nerve-wracking. Holy hell. Wait! A shout cuts across the battlefield just as the sudden appearance of Ricardo was making things incredibly more difficult for us. Huh? Didn't that guy split? What's he doing here? Laughing his butt off. You finally lost the plot, eh? Failed plan after failed plan takes a toll, I suppose. Oh, maybe that was too much. But, I mean, how could I not laugh, right? When after all that, everything comes together perfectly according to my plan. You hear this too, don't you? The sound of the city, the sound of the back streets. Do you hear the sound of crashing waves? Waves? When the sound of battle came to a stop with Shi Yi Hua's sudden shout, we all suddenly began to notice the low, crawling sound of omen that had been swirling under the commotion. Something's melting, regurgitating, or perhaps boiling over. If not, it's seeping, it's siphoning. It's a trace that was once living and dead, crashing and breaking, devoid of any recognizable stops. The lines between where it begins and ends blurred. Yes, like waves. Current time is 0321 hours. Then, it's too late. The night in the back streets. We've never been outside the bus at this hour, have we? It was past 4 in the morning when we briefly set foot in the outskirts, so no, we have. This would be our second time. Though it must be noted that the time of day was not a matter of concern then, as we were in the outskirts. They're finally getting all swept away like trash. Oh, how I've waited for this moment. What's he on about? You can't possibly be thinking that the sweepers will somehow break the taboo to help you. Still missing the point, botched purple dye job. Zilu, let us leave to the promised location. Huh? Did he actually scamper all the way here just to gloat at us and run away? Indeed, Shi Yihua gloated at us with a confident boast, as though he was finally ready to face us, only to turn tail again with an unmistakable look of relief. I don't get it. Does he actually believe that the sweepers will help him? Faust. Indeed, sweepers do not invade residential areas. However, what if where we're standing isn't actually a residential area? I knew it. What are you talking about? Look, this place has got walls, beds, bedding, and I guess the walls felt weirdly mushy and melty? It wasn't just Rogia who realized what was going on. The other sinners all began to look around in confusion as well. The walls of the Kazan had all but melted away, leaving nothing behind, as though the place we slept the night in was but a house in a painting. Our realization came too late, as the wave-like noise from earlier had already encroached right up to where we were. And, unlike the other times, when they'd simply part around the bus, they were cutting straight into the remnants of our lodging. 33333. Oh my god. Oh no! Oh no! Oh my gosh. What's going on? Why? There? This is ridiculous. Sweepers! How dare they break the taboo so brazenly? Looks like I'll be facing the waves tonight. Why do you sound so excited about this? I mean, we've got to. Let's make some things clear. Oh my gosh. It's clear that if we do nothing but stand around, they'll sweep us all away. Oh, jeez. They look disgusting. Damn it. We have to make our stand here. I mean, how are we gonna fight an army of sweepers? Oh my gosh. How? How crazy. Oh my gosh. I cannot believe Ricardo showed up again. We have to get rid of him. Please, sweepers, take him away forever. That way we do not have to worry about him. I didn't forget about him, but I didn't think we would ever see him again. And my gosh. I am shocked, but I am so glad that we were actually able to pull off the victory the first time. You know, the first try, I was nervous that we were going to be stuck. Thankfully, no, we weren't, but there is still time for us to be stuck because now we are going to be fighting 1,000,000 sweepers. What a day, though. This Intervallo is so good. I mean, really, these past 2 Intervallos have been amazing. I really have enjoyed them a lot. And again, getting closer to Canto 8. But that is it for today's video, Tadpales. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to hit that like button. It absolutely helps out the channel immensely. It lets YouTube know that you enjoyed it. And YouTube's like, hey, all right, let's push this video out. Let's get some more eyes, some more Tadpales into the pond. And I would appreciate it if you did hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. And subscribe if you haven't already. But that is it, Tadpales. I appreciate you watching. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.